Have you ever been dating someone and everything is going great? The conversation is flowing, you're laughing, you're actually starting to think, wow, this could be something. And then they do one tiny thing. They order a drink in a weird voice, clap when the plane lands, or use a winky face emoji unironically. And boom, that's it. It's over. The switch flips inside you. The attraction doesn't just fade, it evaporates. It's replaced by this visceral, cringe-inducing feeling of repulsion. You've got the ick. It feels so sudden, so chemical, so completely out of your control. You try to reason with it, but you can't. The magic is just gone. What if I told you that feeling isn't random? That it's not a sign from the universe that this person is wrong for you? What if I told you it's a pre-programmed, high-tech defense mechanism, a secret that your attachment system has been hiding from you your entire life? Today, I'm going to show you exactly what that switch is, why it flips, and most importantly, how to find the override command. This isn't about blaming you or making you feel broken, it's about finally giving you the user manual to your own heart. I've spent years as a psychologist working with this exact pattern, and trust me, it's more common than you could ever imagine. So, let's dive right in. Here's what's really happening. The first thing to understand is that the ick is not a preference, it's a protection. In attachment theory, we call this a deactivating strategy. Think of it as your brain's emergency eject button for intimacy. When things start to get too close, too real, too vulnerable for comfort, a part of your brain that is terrified of dependency starts searching for an exit, and it will find one. It will magnify a tiny, insignificant flaw into a deal-breaking, relationship-ending catastrophe. It's like your emotional immune system is overactive. A normal immune system attacks viruses and bacteria. An overactive one attacks harmless things like pollen, causing a massive allergic reaction. The ick is an allergic reaction to intimacy. The trigger isn't the person's silly dance moves. The trigger is the feeling of closeness that their silly dance moves represents. Sounds a bit cold, doesn't it? To reduce this powerful feeling to a defense mechanism. But it's not. This isn't you being a bad person or being too picky. It's a part of your brain that learned, probably a long time ago in your earliest relationships, that getting too close is dangerous. That relying on someone else leads to being let down or controlled. So it developed this brilliant, albeit painful, strategy to keep you safe and independent. It finds an excuse to push people away before they can get close enough to hurt you. Let me tell you about a client of mine. We'll call him Alex. Alex was a classic case. Smart, funny, successful. On paper, a great catch, but he had a pattern. He would date someone for 2, maybe 3 months. Things would be perfect. He'd be genuinely excited. And then like clockwork it would happen, the ick would descend, and he'd end it. He came to me after it happened with a woman named Sarah. He was crushed about it because he really, really liked her. It was going so well, he told me. We were at a friend's party, just hanging out. She was telling a story to a group of people, and I was standing on the edge, just watching her. And she looked over at me, smiled, and said, "And my Alex over there can tell you, it was hilarious." He paused. Since when? Every little thing about her suddenly annoyed me. The sound of her laugh, the way she tucked her hair behind her ear, things I loved 5 minutes before. My brain just started screaming, "Get out! Run! This is a trap." He felt like a monster for thinking it, but the feeling was overwhelming. What Alex experienced wasn't him magically discovering a fatal flaw in Sarah. It was his attachment system hitting the big red panic button labeled enmeshment alert. The phrase "my Alex" signaled possession, belonging, a step towards a shared identity. For his fiercely independent, avoidant attachment style, that felt like a cage door slamming shut. The ick wasn't a message about Sarah. It was a desperate, panicked signal from his own subconscious trying to protect his autonomy. So the million-dollar question is, what do you do about it? You can't just tell yourself not to feel it. That's like telling yourself not to sneeze. The secret is not to fight the feeling, but to get curious about it. The ick feels like a moment of absolute, unquestionable certainty. I am 100% repulsed by this person. This is an undeniable truth. I taught Alex a technique I call the 24-hour rule with 3 questions. The next time you feel that powerful wave of the ick, your only job is to do nothing. Don't text them, don't break up with them, don't decide anything. Just pause for 24 hours, and during that time you ask yourself 3 very specific questions. First, what was the exact moment this feeling started? Be a detective. Pinpoint it. Was it when they held your hand in public? When they said, "I love you" first? Or when they asked for your help with something? You're not looking for what they did wrong, you're looking for the intimacy trigger. For Alex, it was those 2 little words, "my Alex." Second, what deeper fear might this feeling be protecting me from? This is the big one. Go beneath the surface level annoyance. Is it a fear of losing your freedom? Of being boring and settled down? Of being controlled? Or of being seen for who you really are and being rejected? The ick you see is often a bodyguard for a much more vulnerable younger part of you. And third, if I set this repulsive feeling on a shelf for just a moment, what is one genuinely good thing about this person I know to be true? This forces your brain to switch tracks. The ick hijacks your perception and paints everything about the person in a negative light. But by forcing yourself to recall a positive, objective fact like they are incredibly kind to waiters or they listened to me for 2 hours when I was stressed, you break the spell. You remind your brain that its current panicked perspective is not the whole truth. Certainty makes you ghost. Curiosity makes you pause. Certainty ends potentially great relationships over nothing. Curiosity gives them a fighting chance. Look, this is hard work. It feels like arguing with your own gut instinct. But here's the thing, your gut isn't always giving you fresh, accurate information about the person in front of you. Sometimes it's just playing a very, very old recording from your past, warning you of a danger that is no longer there. So, in the end, the ick isn't really about the other person's bad taste in music or the way they hold their fork. It's a distress signal from a part of you that's terrified of being trapped, hurt, or abandoned. It's a map pointing not to their flaws, but to your own fears. And here's what I want you to try tonight. Don't wait. Think back to the last time you got the ick for someone you genuinely liked. Forget the person for a second. Just identify the trigger. What was the moment of increased intimacy or vulnerability that came right before the feeling hit? Just noticing that pattern is the first most powerful step to disarming it. You don't have to do anything else. Just notice. Understanding the science behind your feelings doesn't kill the magic of connection. It does the opposite. It protects it. It allows you to separate the real threats from the false alarms so you can finally relax, stay present, and give something real a chance to grow.